Just like in Season 1 and 2 of Young Justice, there is a mole in the team. What is up, YouTubers of the world? MegaGeekMixer here to give you guys a theory discussion video on a major plot point that'll be used in the second half of Young Justice, the Judas Contract. Since we are just 2 weeks away, I thought it'd be a good time to discuss how the Judas Contract will be used in the Young Justice universe. But before doing that, I'm going to give you all a brief overview on what the Judas Contract is. It is a famous Teen Titans storyline that deals with a Teen Titan member named Tara, who has actually infiltrated the team and is working undercover with Deathstroke to take down the team from within. And eventually, when they do capture them, it seems Deathstroke betrays her, and in the end, she tries to kill not just him, but everyone else, but in the end, kills herself. And that's basically what it is on the Judas Contract side, at least on the side for Tara. And I only mention her part in the story mostly because it's that part that we're mostly talking about and what it's going to do going forward into the second half of Young Justice. So let's go ahead and get right into it and talk about what Tara's role might be. First off, starting with her history in the Young Justice universe. Now, unlike in the comic book universe, she is the actual princess of Markovia and is the actual fraternal twin of both Brian Markovia and Gregor Markov, and is also the daughter of the king and queen of Markovia. While in the comic books, the king just had an affair with someone in America and ended up giving birth to Tara, but left her in America and didn't reveal her to the public in Markovia in the comic books. But here in the Young Justice universe, as I said, all that just happened, and in the fact that she was kidnapped due to metahuman trafficking. And it is throughout the first part of the season in Young Justice that we learn she's working for the League of Shadows, and eventually she was rescued by Nightwing and the Outsiders. But it turns out that's exactly what the Light wanted to happen, because as just like in the comics, she's working for Deathstroke. And at the last episode of the first half of Young Justice, we were shown a scene of her texting Deathstroke saying that she's in. In other words, what the Light wanted the Nightwing and the team to rescue Tara, and so that way they could infiltrate the team and try to destroy the team from within. And now I'm going to go ahead and theorize how exactly this is all going to work. Because like in the Teen Titans storyline of the Judas Contract, the way it worked is that she was pretending like she was their friend and getting to know them more, and also taking like snapshots of where they live and stuff, and learning about their weaknesses, so that way Deathstroke could take them down when the time was right. Now, is that how will it be used here? That's my guess, yes. So with Tara now inside Nightwing and the Outsiders team, my guess is this is what they're doing. What she and Deathstroke are doing are gathering information on them, learning of their strengths, their weaknesses, and how they'll be able to take them down one by one and capture them. And probably, no doubt, use them for metahuman trafficking, since the Judas Contract does play a big role in the second half, but is only part of an even bigger role in the second half of Young Justice. But I just want to throw that out there. This is all about the Judas Contract and how it'll play out. So, as y'all know with Tara, one of the things about her is that in the comic books, Beast Boy had a crush on her. And yes, Beast Boy will be returning in Young Justice. We don't know if he'll be part of the team or part of Nightwing and the Outsiders team. Or if he is going to be part of Miss Martian's team, will Nightwing and the Outsiders be helping him out? That way, he and Tara might be able to meet. Because right now, Beast Boy is in a relationship with with a princess who Wally West rescued back in Season 1, and they have been in a relationship ever since they went to Wally West's funeral. But will it possibly be that she ends up being like she and Beast Boy break up, and that's what'll lead into Beast Boy and Tara meeting up? Possibly so. And if they do, though, we all may know how this will play out, and it won't be pretty. But what I'm really interested in going into this episode with the Judas Contract and Tara infiltrating the team is in the difference here is that she is not on the Teen Titans in the Young Justice universe. No, she's part of Nightwing Nightwing and the Outsiders team. And not only that, who is in that team? Her brother, Brian Markov, Geoforce. So this will play an even bigger role going forward and on the emotional level here. Now in the comics universe, Tara was on the Teen Titans while Brian was on the Outsiders, Batman and the Outsiders. And eventually when Tara was killed, the Teen Titans lied and said she died a hero. And that broke Brian, but it broke him even more when Batman told him the truth and the fact that she was never real, that she actually betrayed the team and was never really a hero. And he only was able to, his spirit was only lifted when the Outsiders made him change his outfit from his famous yellow and green outfit. But I doubt that that's how it'll play here, because here's the thing. Tara is actually on Nightwing and the Outsiders team instead. So she's actually on the same team as her brother, and eventually when it is exposed that she's the mole in the team, no doubt this is really going to destroy Brian. He has been trying, for the first half of season 1, he has been trying everything to try to find his sister, even getting into fights with Nightwing when it felt like he wasn't doing anything to try to find Tara, when in actuality Nightwing was. So definitely, how will this play? As a matter of fact, I'm going to be thinking here, what if Nightwing ends up probably thinking that maybe Tara is the mole in the team? Like, he starts to suspect she's actually working undercover for the Light. Oh, then this will definitely be where he and Brian will really get into even more conflicts now than they ever have before. But eventually, eventually in the end, when he does find out Nightwing's telling the truth, though, like I said, guys, it's going to hit him on a very emotional level. But what's more so is he already has told Tara about Halo being her girlfriend. And here's where I'm actually going to really quick talk about Halo. I think she might play a bit of a role in the sense of what Raven has played in the comic book side of the Judas Contract. She never really liked Tara because she sensed an evil in her. Well, I don't know if Halo will be able to do the same thing, but who knows? Maybe she might be able to feel something off with Tara. But I highly doubt that, because here's the thing. Halo is a mother box inside of a human body, and she doesn't really understand all these emotions, and she's a little like innocent and naive, so probably not. But still, what Tara will do as she tries to find out the weaknesses of each and every one of these team members and what she might do to Halo, that'll really even affect Brian more. No doubt he'll probably be heartbroken, but there'll be rage in him for knowing his sister is doing this to him. But it'll probably also maybe make him go into asking her, why is she doing this? Well, in the history of what we know with Tara, in the comic book side, she's just a sociopath, and just thinks her powers shouldn't be used to help the weak, and she should just be using it for whatever she wants. While in the Teen Titans animated series in 2003, she just had trouble controlling her powers, was insecure and all that, and always afraid she would be rejected by people because she would cause collateral damage. But eventually, and this all led into her working with Deathstroke, feeling like he was the only one who would be able to help her and everything. Well, we don't know exactly why she's working with Deathstroke this time, but what we do know here is that, she's working with him because she's part of the League of Shadows, and in turn is working for the Light. Now, whether Tara knows about the Light or not, I don't know for certain, but there's a possibility she does know she's working for the Light. And why is she working with Deathstroke this time? That's a good question. We don't really know exactly for certain, which I'm sure we'll get in the second half of Young Justice. But if I were to theorize, maybe it's just because, who knows, what if when she was the Princess of Markovia, there were some things going on in that life that she just didn't like, and she just couldn't take it anymore and decided to be more free out there with someone else, and that's where she probably met Deathstroke. That is a possibility. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, guys, this is a theory discussion video, and I'm just trying to theorize why she would be, what would make her joining Deathstroke's side this time. And that's my theory on it. But what could it mean moving forward for the team? I really don't know. And with that all out of the way, why don't I go ahead and go into Deathstroke and and discuss him and some of the people who I don't know. I'm probably certain they won't play as big a role in this because no doubt they're just using part of the Judas Contract here, because the Judas Contract isn't the major plot point of the second half of Young Justice Outsiders. It is one of the major ones, but not the big one of them all. The big one of them all is the team trying to fight the light and dark side, who are kidnapping kids and teens for metahuman trafficking to gather up an army for when the Earth and Apocalypse will go face to face, one-on-one, in a final battle once they conquered everyone else in the galaxy. But if there's a chance, I would definitely love it that if not only do we have Deathstroke in this, but will we have one of his kids who played a role in the Judas Contract of the comic book universe, and that was Jericho. Yeah, Jericho was also a member of the Teen Titans in the comic book universe. And while we don't have the Teen Titans in the Young Justice universe, we have been introduced to Beast Boy and Cyborg, and not to mention Donna Troy, who was a member of the team during the time skip from season 1 and 2, but is now an ambassador in season 3. And then there's Garth too. So could there possibly be maybe Raven and Starfire too? Maybe, but here I'm talking about Jericho. Now in the comic book universe, Jericho helped Nightwing in trying to rescue his team, and he ended up using his father's body to look like he betrayed Terra, and that's what led into Terra trying to kill Deathstroke. But if Jericho is brought into the Young Justice universe, maybe he could be the key for them and trying to be able to save the team if and when they get infiltrated and ambushed by Deathstroke or any member of the Light. That'll be definitely something to see. And not only that, could there possibly we learn about Deathstroke's history in the Young Justice universe in this part of the season? Because all we've known about him in Young Justice is that he's been a hitman for the Light, like a chief enforcer for the Light, until in season 3 when he became a member of the Light and the leader of the League of Shadows. And the reason he's infiltrating Nightwing and the Outsiders is not because he's got a contract. No, it's because he's a member of the Light, and the superhero team plays a huge could be playing a major hindrance in their plans for the future of their massive goal in taking on Apocalypse and everyone on Apocalypse with their metahuman trafficking. So definitely, guys, definitely, if there's a chance, we're gonna see part of his family, such as his son Jericho, and maybe learn of the existence of Grant Wilson, Rose Wilson, and who knows, maybe even see his ex-wife Adeline. That would definitely be interesting. I definitely would love to see that. But guys, that'll be it for today, and I would definitely love to know what your thoughts are. What do you think? Give me your theories on how this Judas Contract will play out in the second half of Young Justice, because I would really love to know your guys' thoughts. And until then, folks, that'll be all for today. And if you're enjoying my videos, all you gotta do is click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos. And until then, MegaGeekMixer signing out. Bye!